Hello tutees and welcome back to the channel. I am Ritika and today we are going to study the second part of the chapter, the Earth and its living world. But before starting the chapter, I want you all to subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. So as you guys know, I have completed the first part of the chapter in the previous video, which I will link in the description box below. So do check it out. So without wasting any time, let's move towards the chapter. So today we are going to study the second part of the chapter. So first let us take the concept, the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is an envelope of air around the surface of the earth. The atmosphere consists of a mixture of gases, namely oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and even water vapor. And there are also certain different gases but in very small quantities. Now the atmosphere consists of 5 layers. Those are Troposphere, Stratosphere, Mesosphere, Ionosphere and Exosphere. These are the 5 layers of the atmosphere. Now let's see what is Troposphere. The Troposphere is at a height of 13 kilometers from the surface of the earth. That is, it is from the earth, it is up from at the height of 13 kilometers. And the conditions in this layer are changed continuously because it is very close to the surface of the earth. And the earth gets heat because of the sun. So as the heat reaches up to the surface of the earth and the troposphere is very near to the earth, the conditions in this layer change continuously. And also all the water vapor in the atmosphere is contained only in the troposphere. And that is the reason why all the weather related phenomena, that is formation of clouds, then rain, then fog, storms, wind, all this happen in the troposphere. Also, the higher part of the troposphere, that means this layer, the higher part of the troposphere, in this layer aeroplanes fly. So, and the air here is very rare. So, therefore, some arrangements are made so that the passengers in the aircraft don't feel suffocated and don't have breathing problems. And beyond the troposphere, that means beyond the troposphere, at a height of about 50 kilometers from the earth's surface, there is stratosphere. Now in this stratosphere, in the lower area, in this area, there is ozone. There is ozone layer. Now what does this ozone layer do? This ozone protects the surface of the earth from the harmful UV rays, which are coming from the sun. And those are very harmful for the earth. So therefore this ozone layer protects the earth and it doesn't allow the UV rays to enter the earth's surface or earth's atmosphere very easily. So our next concept is the water cycle. So as you guys can see, I have already drawn the water cycle. So what is water cycle? It's very easy. The water in the ocean or in the seas, it gets evaporated due to the heat received from the sun. What is evaporation? Evaporation means the process of turning of liquid state of a liquid form into water vapor. So here evaporation takes place over here. So here evaporation takes place. That means the sea water is evaporated due to the sun's heat and it forms water vapor. So the liquid forms vapor. So over here condensation takes place. The next process is condensation. So in this process, what happens? The water vapor again turns into liquid. That means what the sun has evaporated, the evaporation which has taken place, it turns the liquid into water vapor, and the water vapor then condenses into again water. That means small droplets of water which are very rare and that are very light in weight and they float in the atmosphere. And after some time, when all the water is evaporated, they form clouds, and due to the condensation they form clouds and they become very heavy because lot of small water droplets come together to form bigger water droplets, and then they form clouds. And when they are very heavy, they are unable to float and hence they fall on the surface of the earth in the form of rainfall. So they fall on the surface of the earth like rainfall and they enter into the rivers, then the rivers again move into the sea. Also the snow covered mountains, they melt due to the heat received from the sun, So this snow also it flows down into the rivers. Again that river water goes into the sea or oceans, and again the process of evaporation, condensation, rainfall, all this takes place continuously, and this process is called water cycle. So the next concept is the biosphere. Now in the biosphere there are a lot of variations. Let us see what are the variations in places on the different places on the surface of the earth. So the first we will see is ice. So some regions are covered with ice while some are having hot climate. The next is the mountains. Some regions are covered with mountains while some are having plains. And some regions experience more rainfall while some regions are almost desert regions. And then on the surface of the earth we see salty oceans and seas, and also we find freshwater lakes. So these were the variations on the surface of the earth with respect to the regions or places. We also see a great variety in the living things that inhabit in these regions. For example, the polar bears are seen only in snow-covered areas. Then the zebras are seen only in Africa. The kangaroos are seen only in Australia. And the elephants and lions are seen only in hot climates. So you won't find these animals in other places other than these places. Also the plants there are very different from each other in all the different regions. So what all we saw today, that means the many different kinds of plants, the animals and the regions, they all are included in the atmosphere, the lithosphere and the hydrosphere, and all these three spheres interact with each other, and the living world constitutes the biosphere. And hence we are done with the chapter. As I told you, don't forget to check the description box because I will be dropping top 20 questions asked on this chapter, and I will be soon with the answer key in my next video. Till then, eat, sleep, study and repeat. And if you like the way I teach, then don't forget to press the like button and subscribe my channel.